Here I am at Motorcycle Biz with Clive Ward, here to pick up my bike, which Clive's done some work on. Fine-tune the suspension a little bit more and even get it a little bit more lowered. But we found some problems. So what'd you find, Clive?
So the 140/80 tyre you had has a slightly lower, higher rolling diameter, and in the Motos tyre that it was even taller than this one, which we've gone to, and it had stretched when heating and rubbed through onto your mud flap, and was probably even close to touching the swing arm. So we've gone back to a 150/70, which is the correct sizing that factory put out.
Yep.
And in an Anarchy Wild, which is also about another 15 mil shorter in tyre profile as well. So we've gained about 24 mil from the tyre you had to this tyre in rolling diameter, which obviously will lower it down as well. And took the 10 mil spacer in the shock out and replaced it with a 12 mil spacer, which pulls it down another 6 mil-ish basically over the whole lot. So with that spacer and your Cuba link, you're looking at about 60 mil lowering, plus getting the correct size tyre with the correct profile.
And of course that affects gearing a little bit too, doesn't it? So
it makes
diameter of the tyre.
the diameter will make it feel taller gearing, so less revs at the same RPM.
But now
same
a little bit smaller, it's going to be sort of revving just slightly more.
Yes.
Yep.
Which on my bike I fixed by putting a 16-tooth sprocket on it, which does bring that closer. Now if you fitted that with that other tyre, you would have had a real rubbing issue on the swing arm. I think with the clearance we've got there now, and the fact that this tyre won't expand as much when it's hot and spinning, so you'll be able to put that 16-tooth in there without an issue.
Very good.
Yep.
Right, and front end, I did have these fork legs up by 20 mil, and we've actually dropped those legs back down by 10.
So I've set it at 10 mil. I didn't measure what it was before, but so I've set it at 10 mil.
Okay.
And then take it for a test ride from there, and it feels like it's handling pretty good. Steering well, not wallowing around, so yeah, I think that's solved the problem. And gone to the matching Anarchy Wild front tyre as well.
Yeah, well that's another interesting comment you made too about the tyre, because I found with the Motos Adventure, it was really kind of squirmy and sort of bit vague on the road. I thought.
On tarmac, I think that's pretty common. These tyres are definitely designed to be more road friendly, probably not quite as off-road friendly, but they're still a pretty aggressive knobby tyre. The blocks are a bit squarer and it's a bit flatter in profile, so that's what makes it feel better on the road. Right.
Great. All right. So your impressions, you rode it?
Yeah.
So what did you think?
It felt good, we did change the damping slightly in the rebound when we had it apart. Had a bit more rebound damping, and I've set all the clickers where I would normally set it and took it for a ride. It feels pretty good, so be interested to hear what your feelings are once you get on and ride it. So
now it should be much more controlled. If you like to do a water bar jump or something like that, it's not going to pogo and bounce around.
It shouldn't leap back off the ground. It was the high speed rebound that I felt it didn't have enough of. Compression damping was fine, and so I've added a bit more to it. So the idea is that when it lands, it stays down and just moves on without landing and springing back in the air.
So we've got the dyno chart.
So we read this as speed across the bottom, everything above zero compression, everything below zero rebound. The blue line is what you had when you brought it in. Changed some clickers to get the purple line, and then I revalved it when I had it apart to get the red line. So I was looking for that more high speed rebound to prevent it leaping back up off the ground. So added a few shims and changed a couple of shim sizes, and then respun it when we put it back together. So that's the difference you've got.
Fantastic. All right, I'll definitely notice the difference, I'm sure, riding it. All right. Awesome. Well, that sounds great. Looking forward to trying it out. Can't wait to get up in the bush.
Interesting to hear your feedback.
Yeah. All right, well, thanks very much, Clive.
worries.
Appreciate all the work you've done and fixing
Welcome.
it up for me. And now it's going to be a proper handling bike and ride beautifully on the road and handle well when I do go out in the bush.